Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Better Call Paul. My name is Vivek Pod, and in this video we are going to learn about LangChain. What is LangChain? We might have heard the words like LangChain, LangGraph, LangSmith, LangChain community, and so on. So what is this exactly? What is meant by LangChain framework? What is the use of it? Why we should learn LangChain technology? What are the benefits of using LangChain, how it simplifies our work. So, in the agentic AI world or in the AI world means if we are going to build AI applications, chatbots, agentic AI systems, if we are going to build it, if we are going to make a big architecture of agentic AI system, then we have to write down some code. Of course, it is Python code. So, if you are going to design the system, means making an architecture means joining the components and giving the workflow, right? So, you have to write a lot of code for this. You have to integrate a lot of LLM tools, various other tools, various other skill sets, various other components like upload PDF, retrievals, databases, ChromaDB database, or any kind of database, you have to integrate it and you have to write the code according to it, right? So this is a very big task. If your chatbot is small, then number of lines of the code is small. But if your chatbot is bigger, means it is versatile, means there are a lot of features included in your chatbot, then your number of lines of codes will going to increase. What is mean by increasing the features inside the chatbot? For example, if you want to integrate NL to SQL feature in your chatbot, NL to SQL means what? Natural language to SQL query language. Instead of writing SQL query and getting the output from the SQL database, you will write a natural language query, simple query, and you will get the output from the SQL database. That is mean by NL to SQL functionality. So this is one kind of feature you are going to add in your chatbot, or there are various kinds of features, retrieval, uh, refining your output, refining your structured output, also various kinds of feature like for example, using different kind of LLM, like joining Anthropic Sonnet 4.5 or Anthropic Opus 4.6, switching in between the LLM models. So this is going to be very hectic if you are writing the code from scratch and only using Python library. Means I think you know about a data science project. So for example, see in your data science project, you are using some libraries, Scikit-learn library or Pandas NumPy library. Why you use Scikit-learn library? Because inside Scikit-learn library, there are various kinds of ML algorithms already inbuilt present. You don't have to write down each and every code to show the to get the output. For example, you don't have to write down a code of gradient boosting, then Gini impurity, then a lot of statistical algorithms to get the output. You just simply have to write down one single code, and your algorithm will change to uh, XGBoost or gradient boosting or light GBM or CataBoost or AnaBoost or whatever linear regression, logistic regression, any kind of algorithm you can use by using simple one line of code or simple three, 4 lines of code. That's it. There is no need of writing thousands of lines of code to make this model, machine learning model. So you are saving a lot of time and cost, and also you are reducing the bugs and all the things. It is all taken care by the Scikit-learn library. So this is related to your data science project. Same thing happens when you build an agentic AI system or chatbot. So if you are building a chatbot, then of course there are various functionalities. Means when ChatGPT comes, I think in 2020 ChatGPT comes, so everyone write down code, hard code in Python, and for each and every function, for each and every LLM call, for each and every component of that RAG architecture, everyone write down the entire code, and the code becomes like 30,000, 40,000 lines of code. So that is a very hectic. That's why the there are some intelligent developers. They come together and they build a LangChain community. They build a LangChain framework. Means they build a library. You just have to install that library using pip, like pip install LangChain or uv sync uv add LangChain, any kind of thing. You can use pip or you can use uv as a Python packager, and you just have to install that library, LangChain library. You have to install. Once you install LangChain library, once you install LangChain community library, then there is no need to write down a code for the features of chatbot. For example, if you want to save the memory of the chatbot, like I'm speaking, you are giving me response, chatbot is giving me response, then again I am speaking, it is giving me response, whether it is able to retain the memory or not, whether it is able to persist the memory or not. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to write down code, specific code for it. There are special libraries, or there are special component inside the library which is present, which is already means the developers already write down the code for it, and all these are present inside a library that is called as LangChain. Once you install that library, then you just have to write down simple line of code, and within very short line of code your chatbot will ready. So I will just show you one example how I build a chatbot which is able to persist the memory, which is able to store the memory and give me the output. I will just show you. Let me switch the screen. So here you can see the simple line of code, only 38 lines of code. You can see 38 lines of code it is. I will just zoom it. 38 lines of code. Okay. So here you can see I have installed the libraries various .env. Why we use .env? Because we have to see this is .env file. We have to use this file. Why? Because the OpenAI API key is present inside it. We use LangChain.openai because we use OpenAI as a LLM model, and we don't have to write down their entire source code. Every LLM model have their own source code. Anthropic has their own standard code. OpenAI has their own standard code. Perplexity, DeepSeek, everyone is having their own standard source code. So even if we have to change the LLM model, then we don't have to use if else loop, if the user wants Anthropic, then this code. If your user wants DeepSeek, then this code refer. It is not like that. Just change the LLM, like LLM is equals to chat OpenAI or LLM is equals to Anthropic, and simple 2 3 lines of code, your LLM will get changed and your lines of code will shrink. Another library is conversation buffer memory. Another is a conversation chain. Then load a .env. We have used this LLM, that is GPT-4o mini. Temperature is 0. Temperature 0 to 2. You can say it. If it is 0, then it will give you more accurate and deterministic output. If it is near to 2, then it will give you hallucinating answer, or you can say more creative answer, but accuracy will be low. Then memory is equals to conversation buffer memory. Conversation is equals to LLM and memory. And just we are giving input to the LLM like my name is Vivek, and AI will give its answer. Then again we will give you second message like what is my name. So we will checking. We are going to check whether LLM is able to recall my name or not. Whether LLM is able to recall the memory or not. We will see. So here I have just opened my terminal, and now I will run python main.py, hit enter. You can see the output. Human, my name is Vivek, then AI, and finish the chain. Then again AI will respond, hello Vivek, It's great to meet you. How your day is going so far? After that, it is finishing the chain. Now, human, your now I am going to provide my input. You can see here what is my name, and we are checking whether LLM is giving my response. LLM is able to recall its memory and give my name or not. So here you can see AI has given me the output like your name is Vivek. It's nice to have a name to call you by. Do you have any fun plans for today, Vivek? So this is how our simple chatbot, and we can see here it is able to restore the my name, and it is able to recall my name. Means it is able to persist the memory. So this is just 38 lines of code. If you want to write down this chatbot, if you want to build this chatbot without using LangChain, then the code lines may be up to 3,800 or maybe more than that, 4,000, 5,000 lines of code. But if we use LangChain, then the code lines will be reduced. Our task will be reduced. You can see here these libraries. If I just press Control and click here, you can see various lines of code is there. If I again go and I click chat OpenAI, control and left mouse click, then you can see hundreds of lines of code. I will just minimize this editor. You can see hundreds of lines of code, 741 lines of code. Again, if I go here, LangChain.memory, if I control and click here, then this is again hundreds of lines of code. Again, if I go conversation buffer memory, then this is a class conversation buffer memory. So you don't have to worry about all this ops concept. Like you don't have to build this class model ops, right? Uh, Here again, there is a base message. Again, hundreds of lines of code. Again, here, if you click for here, then again 16 lines of code. You don't have to write down single line of code if you use this LangChain library. So all the code is written by the LangChain community, all the expert intelligent developers. So here you don't have to worry about it. You just have to install that library, and your task will be completed. Okay. So here I have shown you uh, this is a very easy task, like only 38 lines of code and your chatbot is ready. That is the importance of using LangChain. Okay, now I will also explain you about these things. One thing. Okay, I have used UV as a package installer. I create this pyproject.toml file. Means I just have to run the commands like UV in it. Then all this project folder will be automatically created. Git ignore main.py pyproject.toml readme.md uv.lock. It is automatically created. That's why it is better than your pip installer. Pip installer is like a older scenario. Means previously we used pip installer, but UV installer is 100 times faster than pip installer. And here you can see the dependencies. Means this thing we write down in our requirement.txt. Okay, so now it is in pyproject.toml file. uv.lock is like the specific version. You can see 3.13 is the Python version. Again, there are dependencies. See, very detailed manner it is showing, like package name h11 means every package version source builds name dependencies and so on, everything. You can see everything is present over here. You can see regex. Regex is the library name. Then this is the version name. Then this is the website. Then these are the wheels. Everything, the specification of each and every library is present in uv.lock file. So whenever you upload this on your GitHub repository, and after 10 years also, if you are just pulling or you are cloning your GitHub repository and running the application will run. There is no error like model not found or dependency error, something like that. It is not going to happen. That's why UV is more powerful and more useful than pip installer. Okay, so these are the things. This is .env file. This is .venv. I will delete it. It is automatically created. And this is LangEnv. I have created this virtual environment naming LangEnv. Why I prefer LangEnv and not a simple VENV? Because sometimes Python detect VENV environment of another project and it gives error like model not found. That's why I prefer giving name to virtual environment differently in each project. So that is the case. That this is all about LangChain. Simple means why we should learn LangChain. That is a core thing behind this video. So I hope that you have clarity now, like why we should learn LangChain. It is a simple like you can build any applications using C language or C++ language. Do you build it? If there is a need of fast and speed, then of course you will build it. But people prefer to use Java language because it is shorter than C, C++ language. If there are 10,000 lines of code in C language, then maybe less code in C++ language. For the same application, Java may require 7,000 lines of code. For the same application, Python may require only 3,000 lines of code. And for the same application, if it is chatbot like, then if you use LangChain, then there will be only 1,000 lines of code or maybe lesser than that. So to reduce the number of lines of code, we prefer this LangChain library for simplicity and for easy debugging. So that's it for today's video. The entire source code link is present in my GitHub repository. I will provide the GitHub repository link in the description box of this YouTube channel, of this video. If you like my efforts and if you like this LangChain video, if you understand the basic concept behind LangChain, why we should learn LangChain, then please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Better Call Paul. Thank you very much. We will meet in next tutorial. Bye.